Yo guys, what's going on? My name is Jack2505. This is Gears Talk, a new series on the channel exploring subjects about Gears 5 and going forward into Gears 6 or a possible Gears collection. This is episode 1 and today's topic is Escape. Has the Coalition done enough for the mode, and do you want to see the mode return in Gears 6? Now don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, and join the Discord. Just before we start the discussion on Escape, let's go back to the beginning. Escape was introduced at E3 2019 on the Gears 5 stage by former head of studio Rod Ferguson as the new 3-player co-op mode, which was the opposite of Horde. Instead of staying in one spot and surviving wave after wave, you get yourself captured by a snatcher, infiltrate the hive, plant the venom bomb, and then fight your way through the hive and escape. This was the new flagship mode from the Coalition, and it seemed that Gears was going into a more fast and aggressive PvE era. Escape launched with 3 playable characters, Keegan, Mac, and Lani, which are all known now as the Tactician, Anchor, and Blademaster classes. As the operations came, more hives were introduced up until Operation 4, when all of a sudden, there were no more escape hives. TC basically pulled the plug on the mode. The Horde classes were introduced into Escape to freshen things up, but ultimately after that, the Coalition stopped supporting the mode. I think this might have been a mix of the developers not having confidence in their own mode, and the Gears community demanding new and old maps to return, not caring as much about tile maps and the map creator. I got more into Escape about a year after release. I'm more of a Horde player and still am to this very day. However, over the last year and a half, I've really enjoyed and got into Escape more, and I like it a lot better than I did at launch. I've completed all the hives on Master, and I have to say it was a tough challenge to do this. After playing Escape for a while, I started to wonder to myself, should Escape return in Gears 5? I'm asking myself this question, I'm asking the Coalition this question, and I'm asking you guys, the Gears community, this question. Seriously, should this mode come back? Let's look at this first of all from the Coalition's point of view. They created Gears 5 with a campaign that went well apart from that one moment, and I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Then the PvP, which had a rough start but then settled into a place that I think that satisfied most of the player base. And then Horde, which also had a rough start but managed to have the best turnaround of all the modes in Gears 5. And Horde now is very well played and pretty much very well received. And then there is Escape. Now look, I don't know the official stats, but I think Escape is probably the least played mode in Gears 5. Most of the player base are in PvP and Horde, and there were 8 operations, and the Coalition decided to stop the support on Escape halfway through and then eventually pulled in the plug on the map builder. The Coalition have shown that they basically didn't have confidence in their own creation. Escape was their baby. Everything else in Gears was inherited from Epic Games, Cliffy B and the rest of the crew. Escape was the Coalition's chance to put their stamp on the Gears franchise. Let's look at it from the Gears community point of view now. As I mentioned earlier, the community wanted maps, not tiles. Every time I would go into a Gears 5 community stream, remember those? All I would see getting spammed is fix the game, where are the maps, fix the shotgun, blah blah blah. Sometimes a Horde shout out, but not much about Escape. Escape was not getting the attention the Coalition was hoping for. So when the support for Escape ended, was there an uproar from the Gears community? Not really. So looking at the feedback and the lack of attention and passion towards Escape, why would the Gears community want Escape to return in Gears 6? Now this is my point of view on Escape. I think Escape is an underrated mode. It annoys me in a way because I'm sure if this mode was in any other game, take Division for example, Destiny or even Call of Duty, I think it would have got a better reception. I would like to see Escape come back if the Coalition have more confidence in the product or any other new type of mode that they'll introduce in Gears 6 and are willing to commit to the mode from start to finish, just like what they've done with PvP and Horde. Otherwise, what's the point? I think as a developer for this type of franchise, if you're going to put Escape as your first foot forward at E3 and then drop it halfway through, why should the Gears community care about a new mode that you'll show off in Gears 6, for example? If things don't go the way the devs want it to go, then they'll drop it anyway. So let's just stick to shotgun PvP and Horde all day long and just keep Gears as basically the same. Another way you could look at it is like this. Are the Gears of War community able to adapt to a new mode, a new stuff, maybe a new way of PvP, PvE, and accept it? The Gears community at times, let's be honest, can be a little bit old school. And I think this is the reason why the Coalition needed to make Escape work. Introduce new hives up into Operation 8 instead of just up to Operation 4. New updates and really get the community into the mode and support it. Now, out of all the hives in Escape on Master, I think the hardest hive was the split. The split for me was the hardest one. Crazy hard hive on Master, particularly right at the end when there's so many DR1s, Guardians, Sentinels, Elite Drones, you name it. So guys, tell me if you want Escape to return in Gears 6, which hive do you think was the hardest on Master? Gears Talk will be covering various subjects in the Gears universe. If you want to see more of this series, let me know also in the comment section below. Now, thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. My name is Jack2505. This is Gears Talk, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.